Hello and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher, thank you for stopping by. Or I'm my alter ego, Miss Vanity Scarlet. And we are here in the midst of our Kelly Clarkson celebration week, where if you saw my channel update video for November 2021, I mentioned that every week this month I'm going to be doing a theme for things that I'm thankful for. So the first week was boy bands, and I reacted to so many boy bands. And the second week is the goddess, the queen that is the one and only Miss Kelly Clarkson. And I chose to put her as second because this, I believe the 11th is my 3-year anniversary of when I started doing reactions on this channel and when I started doing this channel. And my very first reaction was to Kelly Clarkson doing Never Enough. The channel started with her, and she is always going to be a through line through this channel, so I figured it would be a good way to celebrate her by having her be this week. So that's what we're going to do. So right now we're going to do not a reaction, but we're going to do, I guess it's not really a ranking either, but I keep wanting to say a couple months ago, but actually the last time I did one of these videos was a year ago. But a little over a year ago, I started doing a series where basically I saw Kelly do this bracket series in some interview where they gave her, like, I don't know, 10 or 15 of her songs from all her albums, and she had to like eliminate bracket style until she got to whatever her favorite song was out of the list that they gave her. And I was like, that's interesting. I wonder what my favorite all-time Kelly Clarkson song is, because there's certain albums where I can figure out, like, yes, this is the song that is my favorite, but as far as an overall favorite Kelly Clarkson song, I don't know, because there's so many good ones. So that's why I embarked on this journey like a year and a half ago, and right now we're continuing this. And apparently the only time I record these videos is when I'm in drag and when Vanna comes out, because looking at the playlist, that seems to be the common denominator. So who knows when the next video is going to come out, but we're just gonna dive on into this. So right now we are diving into me figuring out what is my favorite track from my December. Now, all of you Kelly Clarkson fans, some of you who've been following me for a while can probably take a guess. And actually, why don't you go ahead and take a guess? Put your guess down in the comment section, and at the end of the video, don't change your answer, because I can see when you edit it. Don't delete it either. Just put another comment. Algorithm, all that kind of stuff. Let me know if you got the right guess. But I used this website to create a bracket system, because the last 2 videos I did, I created the bracket system myself by hand, and that was a pain in the ass. So I'm upgrading. So I put out all the tracks that were on the English release, as well as all the bonus tracks that were on the Japanese release, and I think there was a 3rd release as well. So in total there are 17 tracks, which makes an uneven bracket. So thankfully, the bracket generator came up with this way to go about it. So the first 2 songs that we're comparing are actually bonus tracks, Not Today and Fading. So if I had to decide between the 2 of them, honestly, both of them are songs that I kind of I don't listen to a whole lot, and not even so much that because they were released in the Japanese release and whatnot, because like I've had the songs, even before like they were available on iTunes or whatever, like I download the song and I can listen to the songs. It's just, I don't know, there's nothing about either of them that really grabs me. Both of them kind of feel like album filler a little bit, which is I guess why they were bonus tracks and not included on the regular release. I don't know. But if I had to pick one just to get this bracket system rolling, I guess I'd go with Not Today, just because there's something about it that I remember more than I do Fading. So yes, I will select Not Today. I probably should have tested out how this bracket system works. Go. Select. Not Today wins. I want Not Today. I don't care. Pick something. Something go into the slot. Okay, well this is a pain in the ass trying to figure out, especially with this. Oh, I gotta sign up to run this tournament. Oh, that's some BS. Okay, so Take two. So I found a new site that it doesn't seem like I have to sign up for stuff, whatever, at least to edit this through. So I'm going under this with the guys that I've already given my opinions between Fading and Not Today, and I chose Not Today out of the two of those. So that is down here with Be Still. So now we're going to take it from the top. So now this first bracket we've got here is between two of honestly the best songs on the album, and it makes me really sad that we're starting out so hard so early. But we're doing Never Again versus Maybe, and even though both of these songs are amazing, it is a very easy choice for me because one of these songs is just it's just one of those songs that's always reached me for some reason. I talked about it recently because she sang it recently for karaoke on her show. So between these two, I'm gonna go with Maybe, just because there's something about that song that speaks to me, and it's always spoken to me, and I can't explain why. It just does. It's just such a relatable song for me, and yeah, easy. All right, so then our next bracket is Don't Waste Your Time versus Irvine. So now both of these are on like opposite ends of the spectrum stylistically for me, because Don't Waste Your Time is very much, I think that was her second single off the album, second or third, but it's very much that one of the few radio-friendly kind of pop rock songs on the album where it has that radio appeal. I don't know that it charted very well, but it has that radio appeal. Don't waste your time trying to fix what I wanna erase. Like, it's just very catchy, very easy to sing along to, and it's got that just earworm. It's that earworm kind of thing. And then Irvine is the complete polar opposite, where it is not a radio song. It is very much a moody, emotional kind of song. Like, I think she said that she recorded in like a closet or something, and it's just very much just a raw, uninhibited, just almost like a diary entry. So for that, I'm gonna have to go with Irvine, just because I like the realness, the rawness of it. I love Don't Waste Your Time. Like I said, it's very catchy, very easy for me to sing along to and whatnot, but there's just Irvine, it just feels like you're really getting into the mind of Kelly Clarkson. You're getting into someone's mind, where Don't Waste Your Time, it just feels like a good song for the radio. Alright, so then next we've got Hole versus Yeah, and this is another one that is very easy for me, mainly because I really love one of these songs, and the other song I usually skip. So I'm gonna have to go with Yeah in this case. I've always loved just her kind of almost sultry, seductive vocals on it. Lay back, enjoy the fall, lover. Anytime she says lover, it's always a good time for me. But like, there's just something kind of just seductive about the verses of this song, and the way her vocal styling, it's just like Whereas with Hole, it's fine, vocals are good, but I find myself skipping the song more frequently than I do listening to the song. Like, if I were to just like listen to my music and have it on shuffle and the song came on, there's like a 95% chance that I'm gonna skip over it. And there's not anything particularly wrong with the song, it's just that it doesn't do anything particularly special for me. It's just another song. It's just another song. So yeah, I'm going with Yeah. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Alright, so next up we've got Haunted versus one of the bonus tracks, Dirty Little Secret. This is another tough one for me, because again, the two tracks are different in a sense, but I love them both. Like, Haunted gave me very kind of like early Evanescence-ish vibes. It's very much something I could see on the Fallen album. But Dirty Little Secret, again, there's just something sassy and funky about it, and I love the instrumentation of it. Again, similar to Yeah, there's something about the instrumentation and the guitars in Dirty Little Secret that's just like oh, louder, louder, the voices in my head. Or they're both good songs, but I'm gonna have to go Haunted on this one. Like, it really is a toss-up for me, but Haunted just squeaks by just that little bit in this instance. Alright, so our next bracket, we've got 1 Minute versus How I Feel. And again, this is a very easy decision for me. One of them is a song that I absolutely adore, I love to pieces, and one of them is one that I generally tend to skip. So in this instance, I'm going with How I Feel. I remember being, not in college, but in my early 20s, back when I thought I was, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, first getting on like the karaoke scene and all that kind of stuff. I remember doing a singing competition at a local community theater, Carolwood Players. They were doing a Carolwood Idol thing, and I remember I made it to the finals, and we had to sing 2 songs for the finals. And one song I sang was Gravity by Sarah Bareilles, and the other song I sang was How I Feel. And why? I don't know. But again, there was just something about it that spoke to me, and I think I was trying to channel, like, I remember when this album was first being released and she was doing her interview and performance session on the channel Fuse. I don't even know if that channel is still a thing anymore, but way back in the day, that was a channel. And I remember she was wearing the gray top. She had the dark brown hair, almost styled like this, but dark brown. And I remember her singing Sober and How I Feel. And that, when she sang Sober, I instantly fell in love. I was like, okay, I need this album. And then when she sang How I Feel, like, there was just this sassy energy about it, and I live, and I wanted to embody that sassy energy. I wanted to be her in this song. So I love the song so much. All right. So this next bracket is another toughie, because these are 2 amazing songs that I love for different reasons. So we've got Judas going up against Shivas. It's really tough, because Judas is one of those songs that I just love singing along to. I can't say that I necessarily relate to it lyrically, but I just love singing along to it. I love just blasting it and just belting my face out. It is just such a fun song to sing along to. But Shivas is, again, Sass Master Kelly at her finest. This is like peak sassy Kelly, like right here. This is her, I'm done with your shit, and I'm writing the song because I'm done with your shit, and I need you to know that I'm done with your shit. And I love it. Like, I've sung both these songs a number of times, but if I had to go with the one that I gravitate towards more, it would have to be Shivas, just because the sass in this is just prime. It's peak. It is just chef's kiss. Beautiful. The song's a thing of beauty. And I love it. All right. So I think we're getting into our last 2 brackets for our first round. So next we're doing Sober versus Can I Have a Kiss. Now, I love Can I Have a Kiss. It is a fantastic song, but it pales in comparison to Sober. It is zero competition right now. It is 100% Sober. Anybody who's, I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you've listened to the My December soundtrack or album, so you know. So I don't even have to explain why Sober wins in this instance. All right, and then our last 2 for round 1 is Be Still versus Not Today. And again, this is an easy decision. Like I said at the beginning, when I was looking at my old bracket before I had to do my whole little quick flip around, like between Not Today and Fading, like I don't really listen to either of them. They're both kind of just like passes for me. So, and I adore Be Still. I just love the sort of calming, soothing, meditative vibe of it. And it's just like, it's just all those things I said, just calming and soothing. And it gives me kind of Sarah McLachlan-esque vibes-ish. Just that sort of soothing, calming essence that you can just play the song and just meditate. Like I remember being in college taking dance classes, and I remember making a mix CD for my teacher because she was such a cool, and I've credited her to my entire performing career a number of times because she is the reason that, well, probably the reason you're seeing me now. She's the reason I got into performing, and that took on a life of its own. But she was so awesome. She would, if students would make CDs or bring in music, she would find some way to incorporate it in the class, whether it was for across the floor exercises or in warm-ups and whatnot. So I made a mix CD, and I remember specifically including this because I wanted it to be used in like our warm-up stretches or our cool-down stretches, whichever. Like I just wanted it to be used, and thankfully she did. And it's just I love this song. But yeah, Be Still, easy win. All right, so that is round one. So now let's dive into round two and see if we can continue to narrow this down. So this kickoff round two, we're looking at Maybe versus Irvine. And while they're both great songs, this is another easy decision for me because, again, Maybe just speaks to me. Maybe it just does. Maybe is an easy win for this. Yeah. All right. So next up, we've got Yeah versus Haunted. Louder, louder, the voices in my head, whispers taunting. Yeah, let me know. Lay back, enjoy the forever. They're two different vibes, and it really just depends on like what kind of mood I'm in, because like sometimes I want to be in that slinky sort of lay back, enjoy the forever, I won't hurt you. I want to be in that sort of slinky sexy mood, and other times I just want to be sort of sad and depressing. Y'all know I love sad depressing music. For the sake of variety, I'm going to go with Yeah. Although, like I said, it's a toss-up between those two. Both of them are so good. Alright, so then next we've got How I Feel versus Shivas, which is like sassy song versus sassy song. So which sass do I want the most? And in this case, we're going to go with Sass Master Supreme. That is Shivas. You are crap. Yeah. You should keep your eyes on your new little brat. Yeah. And then last, it's like the battle of the slow ballads. Oh, the slow, beautiful ballads. Oh, I mean, Be Still is an amazing song, but sober, just lyrically, pick the weeds and keep the flowers, and just the whole journey the song takes you on. And then having heard her sing it live, I don't know that I've heard her sing Be Still live, but having heard her sing Sober live, and just it's Be Still's amazing, but Sober wins it hands down. All right, we're into our third heat, and first we are looking at Maybe versus Yeah, and again, this is an easy thing. Like, yeah, I had to kind of like go back and forth between that and Haunted, but Maybe it was very easy for me to push that forward because, again, it just speaks to me. So, like, yeah, Maybe, easy. All right, and then now we're looking at Shivas versus Sober. So the song about alcohol versus the song about being sober. I love both songs. I love them for different reasons. Again, it's either pure emotions versus Sass Master Supreme. They're both good, but I feel like people would eviscerate me in the comments if I didn't push Sober through to the finals. So like, they're both amazing songs, but like from a songwriting standpoint, lyrically, I'm gonna have to go with Sober. It's just got a deeper meaning, obviously. So then that means our final showdown for the My December album, as far as my favorite song goes, is between maybe... Oh, I picked the wrong thing. I'm sorry. I meant Sober, not Shivas. I was like, that doesn't look right at all. Okay, so the final showdown for the My December favorite track, for me at least, is between Maybe and Sober. And honestly, even before I started this list, I probably could have told you that. I kind of knew it was going to come down to these two, just because these two songs are just amazing. And I know which song... Like, I came into the list kind of having an idea of which song was going to be my favorite, but what I like about doing these lists is I like seeing the songs go up against other songs and just see how those rankings end up, because sometimes I forget what gems are actually on what albums, and I surprise myself like, oh yeah, this song was on here, that song is amazing, ooh, and things just seem to rank a little bit differently than I anticipated coming into it. But in this case, no, this went exactly how I expected it to be. I expected Sober and Maybe to be in the final two, and I 100% expected Maybe to take the top spot. I know there are going to be a lot of people who are going to be upset and are going to crucify me. A lot of Kelly fans are going to be like, how could you not make Sober the winner? How could anything but Sober win? But y'all, like I said a million times throughout this video, and like I said when I reacted to her sing it for karaoke a couple weeks ago, there's just something about this song that has always spoken to me. These lyrics. I'm strong, but I break. I'm stubborn, and I make plenty of mistakes. Like, there's so many different lyrics in here that I considered getting tattooed on myself at one point. And who knows, maybe I still will, because I got plenty of places I can get tattooed. But instead I got Don't You Want to Stay lyrics tattooed on. Don't want to just make love, want to make love last, in case anybody was ever wondering. But yeah, there's so many lyrics in Maybe that I considered when I was thinking about getting tattoos, because there's just so many lyrics that speak to me. It just feels like the song was plucked out of my head and put onto paper for Kelly to sing. I relate to it so much. Where Sober, it's beautiful and I can appreciate it. I can appreciate the beauty of the music, the beauty of the vocals, the beauty of the lyrics and how everything was written, but I don't relate to it as much as I do the song Maybe. So for me, my favorite song on My December officially is Maybe. So what were your guys' rankings? You don't have to take me through the whole ranking system, but you guys can let me know, what was your favorite song, or what are your top two songs on the My December, I keep wanting to say soundtrack, it's not a soundtrack, it's an album. But yeah, let me know what your top two songs are, and I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of just little bracket video. I don't know when the next one's going to come out, because who knows when I'll be in drag again. Apparently I only do these when I'm in drag. Maybe I'll be a man one of these times when I do it. We'll just have to wait and see. But hope you guys enjoyed this bracket video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications so you'll be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, or not react to, I didn't react to anything in this case. That's autopilot. Bye. Love ya. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys.